Hey guys, welcome back on this fine Saturday. Don't mind the crazy here. Today is a homesteading day. So, if you like kind of watching these kind of videos, just keep on watching. So check it out. It is snowing. We're in March and it's snowing. It looks so pretty though, doesn't it? So that's why we're homesteading today. But today I'm making pectin. I'm attempting to make pectin. So these are green apples that I started to boil. And technically they have to simmer for like 2 hours in order for it to work. So it's not the color that I'm expecting, so it's gotta stay. It's supposed to be like some slight pinky color, so it's still not there. And then I'm caramelizing some onions to can. So I had some extra onions, so I'm dehydrating some, and I'm following a recipe from a book that I purchased for small batches of canning. Now you're probably asking, why, Essie, why? So I brought the Ball book, canning book, and that one, the recipes are like for like a lot of canning, right? And right now we're just testing stuff. So obviously we're testing the onions. If we don't like it, obviously we're not going to can it again. So I don't want to batch like 20 cans of the onions and then we never use it again. So I brought this book, and it was recommended by wanting to be a farm girl or trying to be a farm girl. I don't know. I'll get the name. I'll put it right here somewhere. I love her videos. She's great. She actually lives like in a condo, but she's trying to do homesteading. She's working into her homestead, so it's sort of like us. And she recommended this book, so I purchased it. And we're following this recipe, which is for red onions. I didn't have red onions. I only had one red onion. And the rest are just Spanish onions. That's what I had. So I'm using that. I'm following the recipe. I tweaked it a little bit because obviously I'm diabetic. So I didn't do the brown sugar. I ended up using sugar-free maple syrup, half a cup of that, and then half a cup of honey. And I didn't have red wine or balsamic vinegar, so I ended up eliminating that. Then I remembered she made a video, the same chick that recommended this book. So I went into her, she has a blog, so I went into her video, clicked on the recipe, and I tweaked her recipe a little bit because she had some stuff that obviously I didn't have, so I had to tweak it a little bit. Obviously I don't have like dried mustard, so I had to put Dijon mustard that I had in the fridge. Not sure if it's gonna work. It smells good though. If they had smell of YouTube, that would be great. If YouTube can work on that, that would be awesome. But it does smell good, so I'm not mad that I had to use, you know, the Dijon mustard instead. It still smells really good. So I followed her recipe except for the dried mustard. She has the blog. I will also put that below. So we're doing this. We're dehydrating onions. That was the leftover onions because her recipe only asked for like 6 cups of onions. Then I'm also working on bread. This is my attempt number 3. I haven't recorded any of my bread videos because it's my first time doing it. You'll just be watching me fail. Yes, I'm not a baker. I burn cookies. You heard me correctly. So I am trying. So I don't want to continue recording. I did record one, but it was a total fail both of the times. So I'm not posting that video. But I am doing attempt number 3. So here's my starter. I do have some starter going, and they do have bubbles. They don't have a lot of bubbles, but today I had one of the starters, because obviously I got two. One of them had mad bubbles in it. So you see, this one has more bubbles. So I'm gonna feed this one to keep it going. If this don't work, I did purchase a sort of like a starter, dried starter, that all you do is feed it and it comes to life. So if these don't work out for me, I'm gonna stop until that starter comes in, because I'm just wasting flour. And obviously I'm not good at starting the starter. So I think this one is doing good, so I'm gonna do that bread later on. I'll let you know if it was a total fail by this afternoon, but this one had more bubbles. The more bubbles, supposedly, the better. Now, don't believe me, because I don't know how to do this. I am learning myself. So, you do your own research, like I did. So, let's see, what else? I'm gonna feed my starter. Alright, guys. So, my onions are done. My pectin is still not done, because it looks a little pinkish, but not pinkish. Of course, sorry, it's hot, still on. So still need a little bit more on that. I am obviously cleaning my jars for the moment, and my bread thingy has some bubbles, so gotta finish this stuff first before we go downstairs. I gotta let that cool down before we can it. And what we're doing is we're water bathing it. So that's it for now. I'll be back. Alright guys, so I got 9 jars of the onions. And these are the 4-ounce jars. So now I cleaned it up. I'm gonna cover them up and put them in 20-minute water bath. Welcome back. So you saw me do the onions. Now I'm gonna let them water bath for 20 minutes, and I have to put the pectin back to simmer down a little bit more because it looked slightly pink but not completely pink, and I guess I have too much water. So you have to have like the right ratio, or whichever way you call it. We don't do a lot of jam, but I figure it'll be great to learn something new that we don't know how to do. So I say now we'll let it simmer, see what happens, and then sometime, maybe in a couple of weeks, I will do a jam with it and see if it actually works. So we'll see. Alright guys, I got 5 jars of pectin with the 2 apples because somebody ate my other 2 apples. So I don't think that's bad. It doesn't look too pinky, but I did see that the pectin did end up coming through when I was pouring it. So the actual truth will be when we try to make jam with it. So we won't know until that day comes. But we're done with the pectin. Homesteading part 3. We're gonna do our, I think this is my 3rd attempt to making my bread. My sourdough starter seems a little bit better, so I think and hope and pray that this time it's become successful. Alright, so the bread, we have to wait 2 hours before we stir it, turn it, whatever you fold it, whatever you want to call it. So I put my timer on, but here's the pectin. It looks like they're all sealed, but you gotta wait. Here's the onion one. And now I'm gonna make a citrus one. Sort of like a marmalade recipe, same lady. And then we're gonna put them in the same size jars. This one is gonna be good for like chicken and stuff. This one is good for like pork and beef kind of thing. So we're making options here. So I gotta put that to cook, especially my lemons because they're, you know, frozen. And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna can it. So let me get started on that. We'll be back. So I am diabetic, so instead of using like sugar or brown sugar is in her recipe, I'm gonna try to use the Truvia granulated because I couldn't find a brown one. Actually, I'm gonna have to buy it through Amazon. So we're gonna switch it up, use this. I am gonna use also the honey, so it gives it a different, obviously honey has a lot of carbs in it, so that's why I don't want to use a lot of honey. So she has like a cup or two of the honey, so we're splitting half of the honey with the Truvia sugar, and instead of regular sugar we're using the Truvia, so we hope it works. But let's continue. Tuesday morning to do my blood work.
So was it tires?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He said, yeah, it was the tires. He said when they take it out, they'll look at the other stuff. Oh. Really, Campbell? I have a video recording and you plop candy right in front of it. They didn't see none of it.
I'm also glad I didn't see because it would have hurt me too.
Okay, they're not hearing because I'm not talking.
Okay.
Jeez. You're just plopping wherever you see space.
Wherever I see space.
Too bad. Leave my space alone. There's a reason for my space.
Wherever I see space.
Alright, so man, we're doing a lot of stuff today. So we need to water this down a bit. It still has a lot of water in it. So it does need to simmer a little bit more. And the bread still has like an hour, so we shall continue. I got more lemons in here. The ones in the pot deteriorated, became into nothing. So I'm gonna put some of these, I'm gonna try, within the can and then pour the liquid with the rest of the, except these are frozen, so I'm not too sure how great this is going to be. Alright, so I'm done with all of the lemon orange marmalade. I have 3 right here that I didn't get to put any of the grind in it. So I'm going to put some onion, a little bit of garlic in each of these. And I'm just going to tap it up with just regular water. A little bit of salt maybe. What else can I put in it? And that's it. And see if it actually works. So, too bad, just 3. This is gonna be a long video. Alright guys, so we have done all of the lemon orange marmalades. You can hear them popping. Just took them out. They came out gorgeous. I can't wait to try them. Even the ones that I did with the onions and the pepper look really good. So in there I put onion, pepper, garlic. It was dehydrated onions, dehydrated peppers, and dehydrated garlic with 2 slices of lemon and some hot water and a little bit of salt. That's all I did for those. So you can see the stuff already rehydrated itself. You can see the peppers bright red. Our pectin, obviously all this stuff. Now I gotta clean my life away. So here is the 5 pectin. They look pretty jellied, so I'm hoping it works out, but obviously we won't know until we do some jelly. But it does have the color, so I'm pretty happy. And then this was the onion. So, and this came out pretty good. This was the onion with the garlic, some pepper flakes, honey, some other stuff. I'll link the lady that I saw the video from. These are all already, here I'm popping. These are already sealed. I can see they're indented. But I'm going to wait till tomorrow to make sure and clean this mess up. The bread, every hour I'm going to turn it. And then I'm leaving it overnight with a towel over it, room temperature, and then I'll bake it tomorrow. So I do want to show you that my sourdough starter has actually grown. Look, from what we had last time to now. So it is active, more better than it was before. I do see lots of bubbles. I don't know if it was the heat from all the cooking that made it actually be active, which is great. This one as well. So if this bread actually works out, I might just combine all of this sourdough starter together in a bigger jar. I heard you can put like 15 grams of the powder over it and just put it in the fridge, and you can just reactivate it with the water and it's fine. So I don't need to leave it out here. If it's actually working, I don't need to leave it out here. I can put it back in the fridge. But I think it's working. It has lots of bubbles. And I think that's it, people. I brought more jars and more jars because we're jar jamming crazy. So I am going to end this video. Ooh, not like this. Yeah, this is crazy. This is hard day of work. We did a lot, so I will link the lady below. I think I said that already. And I think her channel is Becoming a Farm Girl or something like that. I will definitely find it and put it. Right now I'm editing all of these clips, so I'm gonna finish that. Thank you for watching. God bless. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I hope that you guys are learning just like I am. I am enjoying this moment and sharing my failures and my gains out of all of this. So I hope you enjoy it too. But God bless. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is the next day. I look beautiful because I went to church. So this is an update about my bread. So I'm putting in the clip of yesterday somewhere. I hope you guys did your due diligence and went to church and learned the word of God. But I wanted to show you that even though from this morning, I mean, I'll put a clip right here of what the dough looked like this morning. And I stirred it again, and then when we just got back, so we've been in church for a couple hours, went to visit someone, and obviously now we're home. And it's been 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. It's about 3 hours, give or take. And check out the dough, people. Check it out. It's alive. It's alive. You don't know how excited that makes me. It's time for the happy dance. No, sir, I'm okay. But my bread, I'm gonna make me some bread, people, some bread. So I'm gonna put it to bake, and the next clip will be when the bread is done, and I'll show you what happened to the other breads. And I'll put those clips in here, which will be attempt number 1. My bread smells delicious, but it did not rise, Lexi. It did not rise. Look, nothing. It stayed flat. Yeah, that was so sad. I was actually talking to my daughter when I recorded that. That was very sad. Now we have attempt number 2. Sorry about the dirty window, but we're 30 minutes in. The alarm just went off and my bread has not rised. A little better, but it was rock hard solid. It did not raise, none of that. Alright guys, I split the dough in half. Now we gotta let it rise, so we're gonna leave it there for about an hour or so. And I'm gonna turn off the oven because I actually turned on the oven, but I don't think it's gonna be, I think it's gonna take a little bit before it rises. But right now I'm gonna wash all the cans that we did yesterday, give it a good rinse because some of them are sticky due to the honey and all that other stuff. And then we're gonna label them and put them downstairs. So I'll be back. Alright guys, so I'm gonna label all of these just what it is and the year. So here's our first batch. Onion Jam 2022 and Pectin 2022. Next is the marmalade. Alright, we're back. Dinner's almost done. I did do chicken for dinner. So we can use the onion. So I just popped them open. Onion jam. And I'm going to do lemon jam. So I'm going to put some of the onion and the lemon on half of the chicken. So, and my bread is still rising. So obviously I can't bake it yet. We have to wait. So let's see how it goes. Alright, there we have it. This side is all the onion yam, and I think I picked more meat than I was supposed to. And then this, as you can see, is the orange lemon jam. So now I'm going to close it up, let it simmer a little bit, flip them over, then flip them over again, and I will let you know how it tastes. Alright guys, here's dinner. And so this is the onion, this is the lemon. Oh man, I don't remember. One is lemon, one is onion, Here is my sour fermentation testing, just a little bit. Obviously that has nothing to do with what we're doing. And here's Campbell. I know, it's a big plate. Here's his onion, here's his lemon, and he has a little bit more of the sauerkraut. So we're gonna eat now, and I will let you know how it goes. Hey guys. Alright, so it is Tuesday. I'm still editing this video. And I realized that, one, my hair is crazy today, but I realized I didn't recap on the chicken or the sauerkraut. Lexton gave a thumbs up to all of it. He loved the sauerkraut. It was still crunchy. It's sour. Well, I found it sour. He found it fine. So obviously it's only been 3 weeks for that to be fermented. And I think the longer you let it ferment, the longer it's supposed to taste better, right? So we're gonna leave it alone for another couple of weeks to see. The chicken was great. We did the canning, the onion yam jam, the lemon and orange jam, and my lemon and orange, I guess I didn't put enough pectin because it was watery, so I need more pectin in that recipe. But I did have to tweak the recipe because the original recipe had like 12 oranges and I wanted lemon and oranges, so I think that's what happened. But it was still good, it still worked. It was still fine. I mean, it's just not in a jam hard form kind of way, but it still was perfect. It still made the chicken taste mwah. So I say thumbs up for the chickens. Even the onion one was fine. The ferment was a little sour for my taste. I would like it a little more sweeter, so I guess we can wait on that. But I ate it. It was fine. As you saw, I only had a little bit. Because I'm a chicken when it comes to that kind of stuff. But it was fine. It was good. But let's continue, shall we? Here's the time number 3. Let's see. Good morning! It's the next day. And my bread came out. Look. It's actually bread. Lexi tried it. How did it taste?
One more bite, hold on.
I got it, yeah, I got it.
It's soft on the inside,
Compared to the other
crunchy
one.
on the outside. It tastes like sourdough. I think you did a good job.
I think it's that.
It needs butter.
Let's put some butter on it.
Good job.
I succeeded! I succeeded on my sourdough challenge. I'm so happy. I made 2 loaves. So, this is it for the video.
I'm taking a piece home.
I am closing it. It was my homestead weekend. It's gonna be a long video, by the way.
Oh my god.
We did canning, we did bread. So thank you for watching. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Bye.